Hi and welcome to the channel Motorcyclists, where we today will be changing the front sprocket on this KTM 890 Adventure R from 2021. And after you put your bike up on a paddock stand, release this collar screw to move the shift rod aside. Remove the 3 front sprocket cover screws and wiggle the cover out. You'll notice a lock washer which is bent, and that prevents the sprocket nut from moving. We need to fold it straight, so I lift the edge with a chisel, then switch to a drift punch to flatten it. Not all bikes have this lock washer, and the setup can vary. And the lock washer does not need to be replaced, so I'll reuse it and just fold it over in a different spot than before. While loosening the front sprocket nut, start by putting the bike in neutral gear, otherwise you can damage the gearbox. Apply the rear brake by either asking a friend, tying it down, or holding it yourself, then loosen the nut. Moving on to the rear wheel. Loosen the spindle nut. Gently tap the axle with a mallet until it's past the chain adjuster block and remove the block. We're not taking off the wheel, just loosening it so we can push it forward to get slack on the chain. Take the chain off of the rear sprocket and you can remove the front sprocket. Here you got the new and the old sprocket. The OEM sometimes has rubber on them, and that keeps the noise down, which aftermarket sprockets necessarily don't have. The important thing is that the new sprocket has the right offset and that the protrusion mounts on the correct side. Install the new front sprocket and mount the convex side of the washer toward the bike. Here's a banana and an explanation what the concave and convex sides are. Make sure that the washer stays on the splines. You can lube the threads of the output shaft to make life easier next time you want to change your front sprocket. And before fully tightening the front sprocket nut, we want to reposition the rear wheel since it currently is in front of its correct placement. Put the chain on the rear sprocket. It will be easier if you push the rear wheel forward. Tap the wheel axle in place and make sure there's no gap between the chain adjusters and adjuster blocks. Then tighten the rear wheel nut, and on this KTM it's 90 Newton, so 66 pound-feet, but it varies, so check your bike specifications as always. Tighten the front sprocket nut. For this bike, again, it's 100 Newton, and that's 74 pound-feet. And as before, the rear brake needs to be applied. Bend the lock washer when you're done. Here, I use a tongue plier. Spin the wheel and see that everything moves smoothly, and you might have to adjust the chain, so double check that one. Then remount the sprocket cover and the shift rod. Apply Loctite to the collar screw and don't over tighten. Torque here is usually around 10 Newton or 7 pound-feet. That's it. That's all on how to change your front sprocket. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe to my channel, also comment if you want to add anything. And I wish you many upcoming happy miles with your new front sprocket. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!